Shout out to the hoes from your boys, Covino and Rich. Fox Sports Radio, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 on the West, 5 to 7 on the East. Search Covino and Rich, stream our podcast, check it out. Happy holiday time.
Yeah, you all know that you had this shitty garland on your tree as a kid.
What do you mean? It's my holiday necklace. It's Holiday Party Thursday, bro.
Look at that.
It's my Lenny Kravitz holiday boa.
Just broke
it. I know, I just broke it. Cheap shit.
Ass.
Get out of here with that.
Get out of here.
Holiday Party Thursday. Remember, don't be the drunkest person at the holiday party. That's our rule. And don't flirt with the hottie at the office. At least not in public, everybody, okay? Because then people talk about you.
Yeah.
So happy holidays. Welcome to Overpromised, our bonus show.
And if you drive someone home, they think you're trying to fuck them.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you, not to be crass, but if at the holiday party, you're like, I'll make sure Jessica gets home. People are assuming that you're trying to get with Jessica.
Especially if their name is Rich. I'm Covino. Spotty's here. Thank you for being here. Again, this is the stuff we don't normally fit into our Fox Sports Radio show or even our Patreon.
Or the things we can't say on Fox Sports Radio.
Right. And today we're going to talk about...
like what you just said?
Exactly. Speaking of adult content, your top 5 adult Christmas movies.
Yeah,
your
we've
top
all,
5 adult ones.
We all watch Home Alone and Elf and Happy Birthday, Frosty and Rudolph with the kids. But
Hello, It's a Wonderful Life.
That's a good one too.
Probably the most classic.
If you like black and white shit.
I mean, it's a great movie. Plus, we're going to do something called Funny or Disgraceful. And we're kicking it off with the Golden at Bat.
We talked about this the other day on Fox Sports Radio, and people thought I was trolling everyone because I sort of think it's a fun idea. I don't think it's going to go through, but the idea of a player getting that extra at bat in a key moment, I got the golden ticket. I thought that shit was funny. I think it'll make it exciting, but I know 99% of my friends and yours were like, that's stupid.
Dude, everybody hated on it. Rob Manfred said there was a buzz about the Golden at Bat, meaning you could designate one batter, the Golden at Bat, anytime throughout the game. And he said maybe we'll implement it during an all-star game or spring training or something like that. And I thought, perfect. My first initial thought was, well, that's kind of corny, right? But then when they said, well, we're just going to try it out. And then you sold me on the theatrics of it and the strategy of it. And I was like, yeah, I guess, you got to be open to new things. Look, we all hated the runner on second, too, in extra innings, and it worked out just fine, right?
Moves things along.
Bigger bases,
move it along.
Pitch clock. Everybody was like, no, but it worked out great. So it's not that I bought into it. It's that I was open to it, but everybody shit on it. You were open-minded. Michael Kay was open-minded. He's like, yo, baseball has to move into the next generation. It has to be exciting for younger people. And I'm all for that. But when you really think about it, it's not very fair for the pitchers. And who needs more help here? Pitchers or batters?
I know. And listen, we talked about it the other day. My suggestion was have a golden at bat for the batters, and then the pitcher should be able to skip a batter. Not intentionally walk and be like, oh, Juan Soto, see you later. Skip, like he's playing Uno.
It's baseball Uno, so it's sort of like a push at that point, right? But the update today is... Remember Jameson Taillon? He was a great Yankee. He looks like Bo from Fox Sports Radio. Jameson Taillon.
Yeah.
Jameson Taillon said, hey, well, hold on here. That doesn't sound very fair to me. Would you like to read? He's a Cub now.
He said, hear me out. Instead of this golden bat nonsense, we make a rule that benefits pitchers. Golden defender. During a key at bat, he said you could add an infielder or outfielder for a plate appearance. Now we're talking. So if you want to add a 4th outfielder or a 5th infielder, just a 10th fielder like you're playing softball.
Now here's the thing. Yeah, all these things sound corny at first, but it doesn't take away from the competition of the sport. Meaning, if you have a golden at bat, that doesn't mean the pitcher's going to try any less to get that guy out. It's not going to succeed every time. It's just a new strategy and element to add to the fun of, get this, guys, I know we take it real serious, the game.
Sports are fun.
It's a game.
In fact, silly when you think about
Right.
it. Grown men making millions play sports. It's fun.
So it's not that serious, and I'm open to it.
Why so serious?
And Jameson Taillon threw this other nugget into it that made you say, okay, so that's the update. But we do ask you, Overpromised, are we the only guys, along with Michael Kay, that are at least open to the idea of, hey, give it a shot?
I'm not backing down in fear of everyone saying, oh, Rich Davis is the one dummy that thinks. No, I just believe in evolution of sports, technology, everything.
I mean, hello, every sport that we root for, rules have changed and things have changed along the way. If any sport needs it, it's baseball. And if any sport has proven that it could work, it's been baseball.
We talk a lot about how every time there's a phone update, or even on your iPhone. Remember at one point you had that button right here and everyone's like, oh, the button? They took away the button? People lost their shit. And then eventually you're like, actually, when I say eventually, a week later, you're like, oh, swiping? That's easy too.
Right.
In baseball, I'm a National League fan. I remember thinking, DH? Oh, where's the strategy? I forgot the pitcher even hit.
Because the game moves on and competition still exists and you adjust to the new rules and it's not that major and drastic as it appears. And then the headlines, man, they destroyed Rob Manfred or anyone who agreed that this could be fun. The New York Post, utterly moronic and disgraceful to even suggest such a, I guess, like circus-like rule. But when you really think about it, guys, think of the drama and the drama show and the excitement that you would get if your favorite star got another chance to make a plate appearance. Dude, the kids are paying lots of money to see these games. Families are paying lots of money. You get to see Shohei Ohtani bat one more time in a game. That's not fun. That's not adding to it.
Listen, I enjoy conversations about...
It's not as bad as people made it out to be.
I enjoy conversations about circus, moronic things. So maybe this is just in my wheelhouse. I don't think it'll happen, but... I'm not that close-minded. Now, I want to play a quick round of something with you.
Sure.
It's a little game I like to call. Is it funny or disgraceful? Sacramento Kings. We all know the kiss cam goes around the arena.
Yeah.
You see a beautiful old couple. A little smoochy smooch.
Can I share my fantasy with you, though? Speaking of camera at the game. And this has nothing to do with women, by the way.
Yeah.
This has to do with, let's say you and I are at a main event, big event, fight event. One day I hope the show is at a level where the camera zooms in. It's like, hey, it's Covino and Rich from Fox, and we get to pose like at a fight.
What would you do? Show us everyone. One shot spot.
Okay.
Steve Covino's in attendance. Oh, I hope this never happens.
Well, how about you? What would you do? Sit there like a goofball? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who's that? Robbie Rotten? Who's that Jim Carrey wannabe?
There was a couple. You've seen this a few times, but this is fresh. A couple in Sacramento decided to, instead of kiss, she did the whole head in the lap and did a little bob action. And I'm wondering, funny or classless, disgraceful? What do you think?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I mean, if this goes down, there it is, the kiss cam. Oh, cute couple kissing. Oh, adorable. Another couple. Oh.
Nice job.
Another couple. Oh, smoochy smooch.
Sure, classy. Very nice. Let's go.
Oh, look, we're on the kiss cam. Kiss.
Okay. Oh,
here we go.
No, what? Oh, jeez.
Okay, was that?
And then they go to like a kid right after it. All right, that's.
Was that like a plant or was that real?
I mean, had to be real. You think they would plant that? I don't know.
I mean, look, everybody has ulterior motives nowadays to go viral, to get the extra attention, to get those hits. You never know. So, and for the sake of conversation, I don't want to get got and be like, how did they believe that? I don't know if it's fake or if that was staged or what.
It's like a denied proposal.
Right.
They're usually plants.
But
do you think that's
to me,
funny or disgraceful?
Absolutely not. And I'm a girl dad. My daughter's a teenager now, though, so I'm a little more understanding in an adult atmosphere. But this is a family setting. You got little kids there. You think that's funny? How can anyone think that's funny?
But kids wouldn't. Here's the thing. When the joke goes over the kid's head,
it doesn't always go over their head.
You think a little kid's like, oh, blowjobs, like really think that?
I mean, there's a certain age in where they do get it, and it's inappropriate.
Old enough to understand, then it's funny.
No, disgraceful all the way. This is a public family setting, totally disgraceful. On the big cam, this is your one moment to show a sweet side of yourself, and hey, there you are having a kiss. You know, to do something like that as an adult. Me personally, yeah, whatever. But if you're with your kids, there's nothing worse than, you know, you're with your kids and something sketchy happens, a nude scene on the movie you're watching, a sex scene, some explicit lyrics when you're driving in the car. You're like, oh, dude, I was listening to Mystical, my daughter in the car the other day, and had to pull whoa, I forgot how raunchy that song was. You know, that's embarrassing when you're a parent and you're with your kid at a certain age. There's a certain age where they don't get it. There's a certain age where it doesn't matter. But that in-between stage, inappropriate. So me as an adult, yeah, of course, I see the humor. But me as the parent, no way, disgraceful. Would you do it? I know I wouldn't.
I wouldn't, but
that's the gauge.
I think it's funny.
Nah, you're out of your mind.
When it goes over people's head. And then,
what do you think? Kids are dumb? Kids live in the internet world where they're exposed to so much stuff. How's that appropriate?
Okay, I just have a dirty sense of humor. Well, listen.
Again, you're an adult, but guess who's there? Families, kids. I don't, Spot, voice of reason.
I like
Spotty's here.
She even held back her hair and everything.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying that I'm above a goofy joke, but I'm thinking on behalf of the families here.
Hey,
funny or disgraceful?
Spot, funny or disgrace?
Why not both?
You know what?
As Iowa Sam says on our show, both can be true. Yeah,
Both could be true.
Both can be true, but there's a time and place, and there's a setting in which things are appropriate.
Both.
Not the time or place, in my opinion.
Little tortilla girl. Both could be true.
Both can be true.
Yeah, but not in that. All right. Let me ask you a question then. You're at a restaurant. You're cursing in front of the little kids. You having explicit conversations in front of the kids that are maybe at the bar area in the restaurant? Because that's happened to me. And I'm like, yo, man, you realize I'm here with my daughter and you're here talking about bar inappropriate areas. Adult things? There's a kid right here. Are you going to have those conversations in the presence of a kid?
I'm like,
why would you do that?
I'm like Kylie Kelsey. Do you see what Jason Kelsey's wife said?
What?
I curse in front of the kids.
That doesn't make you right because you do it and because Kylie does it? I'm not saying that I'm Senor Righteous here. And I'm not saying I've never cursed in front of my kid, but I try not to.
Is that your new alter ego?
Well, I'm
Senor Righteous.
Sophisticated Vato with my glasses on. Just because she does it and you think you're the greatest and you do it doesn't mean it's appropriate.
Yeah, as Kylie Kelsey said, yeah, I cuss in front of our kids. So fucking what?
So fucking what? Monkey see, monkey do. Kids fucking are going to do what you do.
Well,
what
watch your language. Well, listen,
kidding.
Speaking of
but
adult,
it doesn't make it right, guys. And by the way, this is not for kids.
Show.
Speaking of adult content, I'm not talking about that OnlyFans model that said she made more money than Aaron Judge.
Sophie Raines?
Yeah, can I tell you something? What's interesting?
Not that I subscribe.
That's nice pretending like you don't know.
Sophie?
I think it's Sophie Rain.
How do you smell?
You know the interesting part of that story? I thought about it more. She got us all. You know why?
Why?
She just randomly came out and said, I made $43 million more than they made the memes, more than Aaron Judge, more than this guy. It got everyone to then maybe not subscribe, but Google this otherwise unknown person. Like, wait, this girl makes it. You don't know how many bozos probably signed up?
I'm sure, yeah.
Brilliant. She got us. She got us. So congrats.
I'm going to start a Los Lonely fans. Los Lonely fans.
You should. That would be really
Who's going to sign up?
Yeah.
But look, Fox Sports Radio Nation, Overpromised Nation, funny or disgraceful? There's a time and a place. It could be both, but I'm asking you a question. You make the call. Hit us up at Fox Sports Radio, at Covino and Rish, hashtag Overpromised.
All right. Now, this is a list I can really get with. We're talking about adult content.
Mm-hmm.
I said before, Elf, Home Alone.
Terrible.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rudolph claymation.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. Well, it's a little dirty, but not really.
No, I mean, but it's adult-based a little bit.
But I'm saying there's movies to watch with the family. You can watch these things with your family.
Yeah.
What are the holiday classics, or maybe the underrated movies that are rated R? The things you wouldn't necessarily watch.
You mean that hard R rating you'd be excited for when you were a kid, staying up late at night?
But I'm talking about the Christmas or holiday movies.
Dude, do you remember the HBO special presentation? And then you'd just be waiting for that R so that you could stay up late and see some boobies. Like, come on, R! Come on, R! Let's go! I stayed up late.
See some boobies. Boobies.
You're like, PG, I could have saw that all day. Man. Give me the R right now. I stayed up late to watch. So anyway, on a Throwback Thursday, has some fun reminiscing right there.
That was the goal. When you heard that HBO theme?
Yeah, you were waiting for that R at the end, though.
Let's see some boobies.
Those are the lyrics. See some boobs. See some boobs. See some boobs. See some boobs. See some boobies. Those are the real lyrics. Those are the real lyrics. By the way, how inappropriate. Let's, we're better than this. See, you dragged me down the slope.
Why? Play the song, Spot. Don't listen to him.
But I'm right.
See some boobs. See some boobs. See some boobs. See some booze.
Come on, R. Let's go, R. Come on, R.
Come on. You know that's what you were thinking as a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old? Well, what?
Yeah, movies.
All right, well, how about this?
Then your mom comes in. What are you doing?
Nothing, Mom.
Nothing.
Don't look at my magazines. They're all Sports Illustrated. All right, these are your top 5 adult Christmas movies. And I'm not talking about smut, like just rated R. And Kavino and I have compiled the list.
Okay. That doesn't mean we agree on all of it, though.
No, but we agree with 4 of the 5.
Okay.
Number 5, The Night Before. You and I saw this when it first came out. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie, Hanukkah, Christmas combo. They party, drugs and boozing and romance and funny. It was great.
Yeah, and we bring it up because not enough people talk about it. You may have forgotten about it. Great cast. Love all those dudes.
Yeah.
All those dudes have been on our show, and you can't say it's played out. How many times have you seen it? I've seen it maybe twice.
So
it's a good one.
Number 5, The Night Before. Number 4, with a cameo from your dude, Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Bateman, Jennifer Aniston. The cast is unbelievable.
Olivia Munn.
It's hilarious. Office Christmas Party.
Yeah.
This is amazing. TJ Miller, Kate McKinnon. Like, the cast is great. The comedy's great. Very R-rated. But a laugh after laugh after laugh.
And I'm not just saying this because it's Fox Sports. I really do love Jimmy Butler's cameo in this movie because he wasn't even that famous when it came out.
Young Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, it was a young, up-and-coming Jimmy Butler, and he, obviously turned out to be a superstar, but it was so cool to see him in that movie. And again, I think an underrated one that's worth the watch if you haven't seen it. If you have, watch it again.
All right, number 3. I feel like this could even be higher on the list, but we're putting it at number 3.
Okay.
4 Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
I also like him as Fred Claus, just for the record.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
But this, they go to the 4 different weird families. What's it? John Favreau's his like weird brother, and like there's so many funny layers of this. And remember that his friend is sleeping with his mom. Like there's so many funny moments in this movie.
And you know what, Rich? I watch so many goofy Christmas movies. If I've seen this one more than once, I'd be lucky, which is, again, a reminder to watch it again because I know I enjoyed it when I saw
Honestly,
it.
Watch it.
Yeah.
I watched it again last year for the first time in maybe a decade.
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
A good one.
Number 2, so underrated, and that's why we're putting it at number 2. Daddy's Home.
Well, hold
2.
on. Sometimes a good number 2 is better than a number 1.
So we all know that Daddy's Home was a funny movie.
True. Yeah.
Daddy's Home 2 had the Christmas theme, and it's not only Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. Their dads, played by John Lithgow and Mel Gibson.
Well, you know what it is? This doesn't get credit for being a Christmas movie when, in fact, it is.
The whole point is it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie, and it's so good. And that's the one that ends with John Cena, right? At the end of
John Cena's in it too, yeah.
Action figure, but great cast, really funny, and way underrated. A must watch. Honestly, of all these movies, I think you definitely should watch.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, Daddy's Home 2, worth the watch. Check it out. You'll enjoy it.
Now, number 1, I don't even know if it's number 1, but it's the only disagreement we had. Kavino and I were able to find 4 out of 5 in common. So the fact that we agreed on Night Before, Daddy's Home 2, 4 Christmases, and Office Christmas Party show that those are 4 good ones.
4 good ones, but Rich's number 1 isn't even on my list because Senor Righteous thinks it's just so weak. I hate it.
Number 1 of you? Yours number 1? It's not even in my top 20. You go first. You go first.
All right, fine. Ready?
Yeah.
My number 1 is an adult, current day classic, meaning it's newer, but it's been around long enough.
It's like
and
20
it's
years
adult,
old.
and it was one of the first like really adult Christmas movies that I thought was great, starring Billy Bob Thornton and Fortune Feimster as Thurman Merman. It's not Fortune
That's not
Feimster.
her, that's
the
not her.
comedian? Yeah, it is.
No, that's
I don't
not
think
Fortune
so.
50. No.
Billy Bob Thornton, Bernie Mac, bro. Thurman Merman, Bad Santa, dude.
You can pump your fist. You can pump your fist like you're Derek Jeter. It's not a great movie.
Like Arsenio,
Yeah,
bro.
Jeets.
Yeah, Jeets. Come on, man. Billy Bob Thornton, Thurman Merman, their relationship.
My number 1 is clearly superior. It has heart. It might make you shed one. It's got adult content. It's funny. It's great. It might be the best Christmas movie of all time, and that is Love Actually.
The best at being the most overrated Christmas movie of all time.
Nothing says Christmas like a porn set.
Yeah. This is a hunk of trash, this movie. Honestly, I hate it. I think it's the worst movie ever.
I love it. I think it's the best.
Spot and I agree. You're the odd one out here.
Well, Rich also considers this a family movie. It's more appropriate on this particular list that we put together as far as adult Christmas movies. But this dude thinks, he's so jaded, he thinks it's a family movie.
I did.
Like, hey, mom, hey, kids, gather around.
I watched this
really? You mean with the porn scene?
I watched this.
Or the office
I watched
tart that gets the necklace.
I watched this the other night with my family, and
Inappropriate.
I did cover my daughter's eyes during a couple parts.
Which should prove to you that it's not a family Christmas movie.
It's
So
a
again,
family Christmas
appropriate
movie
for
if my kids weren't 7 and 4.
appropriate for this list, but it still sucks. I still think the movie sucks.
Okay, I think you suck.
All right, well, hey, doesn't matter.
Great assessment.
Yeah, I think you suck.
Overpromised Nation, you make the call.
All right, well, you know what? As we wrap up Overpromised, again, don't get too drunk at your Christmas party. I have a pick for tonight. Thursday night football.
What a game.
It might be your best Thursday night game of the year so far. You got two juggernauts that are definitely going to the playoffs, but you got to ask yourself, do the Lions keep rolling? Or do the Packers say, whoa, not so fast. We want this division. So you got Packers at Lions, two teams that are probably among 5 teams that arguably could win it all. I like the Packers +9, over 45.5 in a teaser bet. I'm not sure the Packers are going to win, but I feel like this is a division battle. If you told me this game was 28-21, 34-30, 34-28, all those scores I just said are over, and the Packers cover.
I like your assessment, and I agree with you, but I will say Lions win this game. It's their year, and they're going to battle. But I do agree it's going to be a close
digits
one.
is a lot of points. Because you got to think, what if I told you this game, Covino, was 34-27? 34-26. That's still covering, you know? Like,
Nice.
So I like the points. So there you
I
go.
like it. So,
Have
guys,
fun.
enjoy the game. Enjoy your holiday party. Thank you for enjoying Overpromised. At least we hope you did. Let us know if you did. And enjoy our show, Covino and Rich, Fox Sports Radio, right here. Happy holidays.
Goodbye. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised.
Oh, yeah, that.